is the new Ace Pro 2 action camera by Insta360, and today we're going to be asking, is this the best action camera on the market, and how does it compare to GoPro and DJI? To show you guys how insane this camera is, let's start off with possibly the most controversial area for action cameras, low light video, comparing it to the GoPro Hero 13 and the DJI Osmo Action5. The Ace Pro 2 is marketed as having incredible low light video, and as you can see here, it completely wipes the floor with GoPro and even clears the DJI Action5 Pro. All thanks to the new 1/1.3 inch sensor inside the camera. And this is just one of the many amazing new features on the Ace Pro 2. So without further ado, let's dive right on in. Now, they're marketing the Ace Pro 2 as one of the best vlogging action cameras on the market today, and I'll just say, just talking to the camera, it's pretty insane. That flippable touchscreen makes it super easy to see if your shot is lined up. It looks like the raw color and raw audio is coming out fantastic. So far I'm very impressed vlogging with the Ace Pro 2. I will confidently say that the Ace Pro 2 is the best vlogging action camera that I've ever worked with. The flippable touchscreen makes it so easy, and the audio is just about as good as it gets for action cameras. The magnetic mounting system also makes it super easy to move the camera around from spot to spot, which is definitely a nice touch. You might be wondering what this large bump on the front of the camera is. Well, that's a brand new wind guard to hopefully provide cleaner audio. And so far, I have yet to experience much wind noise, so to my knowledge, it works as intended. And before we move on, we have to talk about image quality. This is the video straight out of the camera, no editing done. The Ace Pro 2 is the world's first action camera to include a dedicated imaging chip for noise reduction and image processing. It also has a 5mm AI chip to create an even cleaner looking video. But to really tell how the Ace Pro 2's video quality is, let's compare it to the GoPro Hero 13 and DJI Action5 Pro. Here's some pretty standard unedited side-by-side video. Right off the bat, you can see the DJI and Insta360 cameras have a much better image quality than the GoPro. So far today, GoPro is not looking too good. And the Ace Pro 2 arguably has the best looking footage out of all three, but I'll let you guys decide in the comment section below. The colors just pop so much, and the auto exposure feature really helps when filming myself. Stabilization test in 3, 2, 1. Now, the stabilization test pretty much ended in a tie, but at this point, every action camera has a pretty great in-body stabilization, so the fact that it's so close is not really a surprise. And lastly, looking at photos, this is a pretty even race as well, but I'd say the Ace Pro 2 could win here again. The colors just look so vibrant compared to the Action5 and Hero 13. I also wanted to compare battery life. All three cameras market themselves as having amazing battery life, but specifically the Ace Pro 2's battery lasts for up to 180 minutes. It also has fast charging, only taking 18 minutes to go from 0 to 80% once plugged in. On this day, I was in the field for about 4 hours filming, and I never had to replace the battery on the Ace Pro 2. So I would safely say this is a strong suit for the camera. Now let's move on to the underwater video test. The Ace Pro 2 is marketed as being a powerhouse of an underwater camera. So to put it to the ultimate test, I took it into the underwater world of the Florida Keys and a freshwater lake here in the Midwest. I also compared it to the new GoPro Hero 13 underwater. The Ace Pro 2 has what's called underwater mode, which is designed specifically for situations like diving and snorkeling. It locks all the settings on your camera so you can't accidentally change anything while underwater, and overall just enhances video quality. It helps aid in low light video and creates a cinematic look that you can't really find in other action cameras. The Ace Pro 2 is waterproof down to 39 feet without the use of an underwater case, which is more than something like a GoPro. The durability of this camera also made me feel very confident taking it underwater. To show you just how great the Ace Pro 2 is underwater, let's compare it to the GoPro Hero 13. As you can see, the GoPro's footage is very green and very dark here in this freshwater lake, but the raw video from the Ace Pro 2 is much less green and makes the water seem clearer than it actually was. I would confidently say that the Ace Pro 2 is one of my favorite underwater cameras at the moment, and I can't wait to see how it performs on the pristine coral reefs of Florida, Hawaii, and more. Now that we've looked at image quality and compared it to other top action cameras on the market, let's take a look at the screen function and use of the Insta360 app. The touchscreen on the Ace Pro 2 works surprisingly well with very little glitching or issues. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of the screen layout, but that's not really a huge issue for me personally. Quick replay on past videos works works really well too, which makes it easy to check your videos while in the field. As for the app, I would say it's on par with the GoPro app for being quick and editing videos on the go for you. Definitely a useful feature for anyone filming with the Ace Pro 2. This camera is also compatible with a long list of accessories. The magnetic mounting system really makes it easy to film on the go, and the Insta360 website has an endless amount to choose from. I do have a code in the description of this video that allows you to get a free accessory gift with the Ace Pro 2, so make sure to check that out. So I've had a couple of weeks with this camera now, tested it all day today, compared it to the Hero 13 and the Action 5. So you're probably wondering, Ray, what are your collective thoughts on the camera? I think the Ace Pro 2 is one of the best action cameras on the market and pretty much ever made. Its vlogging capabilities are unlike any other action camera. The video quality straight out of the camera with no editing is pretty much unbeatable. The audio is great, but what makes it really stand out is that low light video with the larger sensor and the improved battery life. But the real question is, where do I rank the Ace Pro 2 compared to the Hero 13, the Action 5, all the other action cameras on the market right now? And that's a tricky question, because a lot of you watching this video are probably debating on which action camera to get next. And really, there's no wrong decision you can make. All three of them are fantastic cameras. If I had to make a ranking though, I'd probably say the Hero 13 is last. Then I would say the Action 5 and Ace Pro 2 are right there neck and neck at the top. At this moment, I'd probably say the Ace Pro 2 is my favorite action camera. Call it recency bias, call it whatever it is. I love this camera and I've had great experiences with it over the last couple of weeks. Now, if you're interested in learning more about the Ace Pro 2 or you want to purchase it yourselves, check out the links I left in the description and the top of the comment section. But guys, until next time, I'm Ray Tiller and I'll see you guys on the next adventure.